38.3 billion shillings. That is the amount of taxes and levies that have been collected from fuel throughout the year. And you look at what 338 billion shillings is, that is SGR from Mombasa to Nairobi. That is the amount of taxes that we have collected from fuel. Now, we talk about road maintenance levy, a petroleum development levy, we talk about railway development levy. One asks the question, has your road been maintained? I say mine has not.
No.
Have we seen any development in the petroleum sector? Because as we talk about fuel, one says the only way to secure the people of Kenya is by either having doing what Dangote is doing or having reserves in the country that would cushion us in the years to come. Because we talk about Singapore, that's exactly what Singapore has done to a point that it is able not to transfer that burden to its people. Are we seeing value for our taxes, especially in the fuel sector?
Absolutely no. And I would like to say that this government is doing absolutely nothing to shield the Kenyan Mwananchi, and that is very well displayed in the finance bill of 2026. You know, last year, when IMF brought their mission to Kenya, they said that they have to suspend their agreement with us because Kenya is corrupt, because Kenya is extravagant, we spend too much money, and our debt books look bad because we have a debt of 12.8 trillion shillings where we stand today, and that is without factoring in securitization. It is without factoring in guaranteed and non-liability loans. It is without factoring in all the other Kinanyota fund that we have been given in the midst of that. So when they said that, then they gave specific recommendations as to what we should do in order to come back into a program with them, because the government is still seeking more funding from the IMF this financial year. So the IMF, amongst its recommendations, was we check our debt books, we do corruption analysis, and we convict corrupt people and try and get back our money. But the most important thing is they recommended an increase in consumption tax. What is consumption tax? It is excess duty, it is value added tax, it is income tax. And if you check the finance bill of 2026, it is exactly what has been risen. You find rental tax on rental properties is moving from 7.5% to 10%. You find there are specific excess duties that are being placed on digital payment programs. There is duty being placed on our smartphones. So you, as a young person, you're trying to find a means of income online, but they are coming for the device that you're using to make that money. They are coming for the online platforms that you use to get that money sent to you. So what we are seeing is, right now, according to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, 40% of Kenyans are living below the poverty line. 7 out of 10 of young people, a country with a median age of 19, are unemployed, and they have no hope of getting a job because this government...
Can I interject there and ask then?
Yes.
That if we're talking about interventions to cushion people...
Yes.
One quick one would be,